Welcome to this presentation on the stress paradox. Now, the Western world lives in more comfort today than at any other time in history. And one could also arguably say that there's more stress in people today than there has ever been in history. And I believe this is caused by what I call the stress paradox. So what is the stress paradox? Well, it is that goals cause stress. And let me explain this further. You see, it's because goals imply that we will reach a happier point in the future. In other words, why have a goal? It's because you want to achieve a state in the future which you believe will bring you more happiness than at the moment. So that therefore implies that we're not happy now, which in turn is why we have stress. This is particularly so if we're not making any progress to our goals and we feel that we're somehow stuck in this state of non-happiness because our gateway to happiness is somewhere in the future by achieving goals. But there is an added complication. You see, growth requires goals. In other words, we need goals because they give us clarity. We need something to aim for in order to go about life. They also motivate us. The reason we get out of bed in the morning is because we've got something to do, and that something to do is a goal. And then from a broader perspective, it also allows us to fill a role in society and to help others. But it still doesn't take away the fact that it is actually the goals themselves which are the basis for the stress in our life. So what's the answer? Well, like all great answers, the answer is very, very simple and yet very, very profound, and that's why a lot of people miss it. And the answer is this, that we need to make our personal development goals more important than our external goals. So how does this help? Well, if we do this, then we will significantly reduce the stress in our life, if not get rid of it altogether. And the reason is as follows. First of all, we can't fail. We're always making progress. Every day we learn more than we knew yesterday. And as we learn more, we're progressing towards our goal of more personal development. And then the second reason is that setbacks in our life actually help us to grow. In fact, help us to grow more than anything else. We develop inner strength and we develop an ability to deal with difficulties in our life. So in fact, sometimes in the hardest periods of our life, we're actually obtaining our goals faster than at any other time. So this puts a whole new spin on the way we look at life and reduces stress during those periods of difficulty because we know that we're developing personally. And then the final reason is that society cannot judge you. You can only be judged by where you were in the past. So you can only look back at how you've grown through time. And because it's society that places all these goals and this way of thinking in our minds today that causes so much stress, then by getting rid of that whole layer allows us to be more stress-free. So now let's look at the final irony, or what happens if you actually do this practice. The irony is that by taking this attitude, you actually achieve your external goals faster. And there's several pretty obvious reasons for this. First of all, because you're not spending your mental resources stressing and worrying and feeling bad, then you're actually turning more of your mental resources to the task at hand, and that is about fulfilling your goals and doing what needs to be done in the day. Now, I'm not saying that external goals are not important and we don't have them. Of course we have goals in life, like our career goals, our relationship goals, our material goals, but they become less important, and in a way they become grist for the mill, if you like, to work on what's really important, and that's our personal development goals. Now, the next reason why we are able to achieve these external goals faster is because if we become stress-free, then it's good for our health. It's actually good for our physical health and our emotional health. It allows us to sleep better at night, and all of these add up to a much fitter and much more capable person to be able to achieve all of those external goals. And then the final reason is that by presenting a more relaxed and confident you, then the people around you are going to feel that vibe, if you like, and be much more attracted to working with you. So you'll find that you'll get cooperation and synergy with all of those around you to achieve your own goals. Okay, good luck, and let me know how you go.